Hey guys, how are ya? Here I am, brand new shop. I just moved in. This whole month of March, I've been moving into my brand new store. I am finally down here, and it was a lot of work. And so Quentin's saying, turn off the echo cancellation. Oh, he wants echo. Any new Gretsch guitars? No. No new Gretches. I got a new Charvel. Rock Daddy, it's good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Eric, what's up, buddy? Go over here and see if I can do this kind of stuff. So we've got Quentin fucking James in the house. Thank you, sir. There's my good friend Scott. Nobody wants to really know his real name. Eric. New Gretsch guitars. Richard, man, no, I haven't gotten any. But I'll let you know if something comes along. I know you like those big hollow body things. Hey, there's my old friend Raymond Ray. How you doing, man? Yeah, drop on in anytime. I'm on the corner of Alma School and Guadalupe now. CNA Productions. What's up, bro? Yeah, Richard's been down here. The new location, it's bigger. It was a lot of work to get it all set up. But man, I'm telling you, my last shop was a real shithole. And I didn't really, I had a little problems with the landlord. Nothing too serious. I just didn't want to work with the guy any longer. Mega Todd, how you doing, man? Thanks for watching. Glenn, I'm not officially opened yet, so it's kind of a long story, but when you move locations, your secondhand buy, sell, and trade license, you need to, you can't just transfer it real easily. You actually have to reapply for it. So I had to go through the whole background check and fingerprinting and all that kind of stuff. So it's been a real hassle, and I haven't finished that. My end of everything is done. It's the city of Mesa, is they're hopefully they'll hurry it up, but they're kind of taking their time. It's like a slow boat to China stuck in the mud in the middle of the Suez Canal. It seems that way. It just likes them big. He likes them big. No, not quite yet, man. Ball Stink Jones, how you been, man? So, other than moving my shop, it was awesome. My band, I had a gig Saturday night. So I went out to the west side of Phoenix. There's a bar out there called the 44. and we did a show out there. And you know, it's kind of we're an '80s throwback sort of metal band, but now because of COVID, we haven't been playing gigs, so you know we've been able to take a lot of the old crappy cover tunes that you know we don't want to have to play anymore, and so we've written some originals. So our show that the other night we played three originals, then we did I think five of our original. No, we okay. Let me start over again. We did three cover tunes to start the night. Then we did five originals, and then we ended the night with Sin City, the AC/DC song. So it's so much nicer to be able to go out there and play some originals, right? But the big news is, are you guys ready? The big news. Okay, so on 4/20, it's a Tuesday night, we recorded a song. And if any of you guys watch The Mayans, which is the spin-off of Sons of Anarchy, The Mayans is going to play one of our songs. So the Mayans is a motorcycle gang, and they've got their clubhouse, and there's going to be a fight scene, and our song is going to be playing in the background. So we've actually got a song that is going to be on the Mayans TV show. It's on FX, and it's going to be Tuesday on 4/20. So it's coming up here really quick. I mean, they put that stuff together fast. We just gave them the song like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. And the song is called Ride It Like You Stole It. And we had to re-record the vocals because my singer was singing Ride It Like You Fucking Stole It. And we had to re-record that and take the F word out. But I mean, how cool is that? So if you guys have ever watched that program, like I said, it's a spin-off of Sons of Anarchy. If you guys ever watch that stuff, you're going to hear a song from the Whiskey Dogs. The band's called the Whiskey Dogs, and it's not the greatest name in the world, but sometimes the hardest thing about a band is coming up with a name. And my lead singer came up with that name. And I have been in the band, believe it or not, for 15 years now. One thing I will say about us is we have stability. BB, how you doing? No Jermaine Jackson covers. Or Tito. That could be a good topic now. Who was the most, out of all the Jackson brothers, which one had the most talent? Who was the most talented Jackson brother? Don't say Michael. Come on. Marlon? Which one played bass? Which one of the Jackson brothers played bass? BB's the only one participating right now. Jermaine. Here we go. Samuel? Was there a Samuel? Oh, Samuel L. Jackson. I get it. Ooh, a little pinch squeal right there. Janet. Yeah, maybe so. I'm going to have to disagree with Janet. So I've been trying to learn, Am I Evil? Yes, I am. It's kind of a tough tune. The Osmonds, crazy horses. Man, when you sit and watch YouTube all the time, some weird stuff comes through your feed, right? And I had some Osmond stuff coming through my feed, and it was like an Osmond Christmas special. And Donnie and Marie, they're brother and sister, but they had to go and walk through the woods and sing to each other, and it was all romantic and everything, and they're singing together, and it's just like, oh my God, that's your sister, bro. Okay, we got a question. This is great. What do you think of Harley Benton guitars? Okay, well, I did a YouTube video on a Harley Benton guitar probably at least 2 years ago, and it's still sitting over there in my shop. So apparently no one wants to buy it. You know what? They really made a name for themselves, though, because they went out and the YouTube world embraced the new company, and they were sold very, very cheap, where everybody was like, how can they make a living selling guitars like that? And I was watching Spectrum Sound Studios, and Glenn was saying, hey, the Everlast or whatever, the big shipping ship, cargo ship that was stuck out in the Suez Canal. He said that there was a whole container full of Harley Benton guitars on that. And he was a little bit worried for the company because they were going to be out like $30. And so they have the reputation of being very inexpensive. But now the days of those cheap Harley Bentons, because shipping prices have gone up so much, you can't buy those things for under $200. They're back up to where they normally should have started in their price. To get a Harley Benton, you got to go like, almost $400 now. So a lot of guys are saying the days of those very cheap guitars, those days are over. Robert, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I just got this thing not too long ago, and I'm enjoying it. I sit here and as you guys know, I sit here and I play through. Oh, where's that little lamp at? Oh, it's behind me there. It's just a little Fender Cyber Deluxe. And I sit and I play through that thing all day long, and I keep it behind the counter. And I mostly just play A minor pentatonic blues. So unfortunately, I'm just kind of a blues guy on guitar. Yeah, I hope I make a killing down here. I'll know for sure after, all summer long, it's super hot in this town because I'm out here in Phoenix, Arizona. And so sometimes the summers are kind of slow, dog days of summer. But after Christmas season, so in a year from now, I'll know for sure if it's going to be a good move, if it was a good decision to move. I'll know that stuff coming up here, in about a year from now. I'll know if it was a good decision. Oh shit, there's my buddy Johnny Bean. How you doing, Johnny? Great show. Saturday night, I enjoyed Saturday night's show. You guys talked to Metallica a little bit. And last night's show, I watched last night's show. I watch every Sunday. No, I watch every Tuesday and Saturday. And I just got all this hooked up today. I'll come on Saturday if you're up for having me. I just got my microphone hooked up and I'm back on StreamYard, as you can tell. So yeah, Johnny, send me a link Saturday, buddy, if you want me to come on. because that'll be fun. I'm not going to dress up like Ace Frehley, though. Joey, it's good to see you, man. Thanks for being on. Yeah, there's a donut shop next door. There's two things that's going to worry me about my diet, okay? There's a donut shop next door. There's a Taco Bell across the street. Every time I get hungry, I look out my window and I can see that Taco Bell over there. And I think about those burritos. And then I'm in a shop. I'm in the Safeway shopping plaza. So there's a grocery store down at the end here. And they have the fried chicken. And so I've already been over there having fried chicken 4 or 5 times this month. So I'm probably going to get really fat. Rico, how you doing, buddy? Rico is a resident here in the Phoenix area, and I've got some consignment pieces down here at the store that he owns, and I really appreciate him bringing inventory in. I've got an LTD that's a green LTD that's really nice. I have a Sawtooth, a Squire Contemporary Series, but hold on, I'm going to grab the nicest piece that Rico has down here. Let me set this thing down. Let me grab this. Hold on, I'm sorry about that. Okay. So let me move this out of the way. Hold on here. Here we go, right here. All right, so this is a Godan. And this is the Stadium HT. And it's kind of a translucent white color. And so this is a brand new Godan. I used to call him Godin, but I believe it's pronounced Godan. But this guitar, I mean, I did a YouTube video on a second one. Rico, honestly, he has 2 of the identical guitars. And this for $650 brand new. This guitar is it you know what? It puts those American tellies to shame. You know, I'm not going to say that, but this is very comparable to an American telly. Guaranteed it's comparable to the Mexican telly as far as value and playability and the setup straight from the factory. It's all made up here in Canada. It's Canadian made guitar. And, you know, you can see here on the switchblade how it's kind of at an angle right here. So, you know, super cool, right? You're kind of close where your input jack is right here. That would be my one thing that I'm kind of, if this could have been over just a little tiny bit so you could get in there and work that a little easier. Or if this could have been mounted maybe down here, that would be the only criticism I have of this guitar. But Landon Bailey, the Canadian, did a YouTube video on this guitar. And then I did a YouTube video on this guitar. And for my little channel, that video is doing really good. Hey, man, come on in. Nah, it's up to you. So here it is, a Godan. And this belongs to Rico. And if you guys come in and buy this thing, I get 20%. So that's my consignment rate. And sometimes I have to arm wrestle Rico to get my money out of him. I'm just kidding. I try to be funny sometimes, and it doesn't usually work. Can't trust the Canadians. They will try to pay you in Poutine. Don't know what that means, buddy. Do I have any Celestion Greenbacks 16 ohm? No, but I have a speaker cabinet over here that's on consignment, and it's called a Germino. a Germino speaker cabinet that does have vintage 30s in it. Yeah, but the weight is really nice on this guitar. The pickups sound great. The neck is super fast. My hands are kind of sweaty now. The fret ends feel great. So, I'm telling you guys, check out the Godan stuff. Really good stuff. Oh, here's the thing. Okay. I was mentioning restaurants on this intersection, right? There's also a Dairy Queen across the street, right next to Taco Bell. And sometimes, and Eric here is the manager, owner, or whatever he is. And he comes into my store. He's a great customer. Eric, I really appreciate you. And he gives me Dairy Queen gift cards. So, yeah, my diet's going to hell. Richard, if you bring a moose into this store, a real big moose with antlers and everything, yes, I will trade you. Just for the hell of it. Going through some of these. All right. Yeah. Okay. You got the brand new Epiphone, Brendan Smalls. Is it Brandon or Brendan? The Ghost Horse. Okay. I saw Gibson just made a video about that. I didn't watch it. I saw the thumbnail, but I had the white one from a couple of years ago, the white V, and it has a little gray on the outside, and it has the whole, authenticity card and everything in it. And Brendan Smalls, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He did all the music for that Metalocalypse cartoon that my kids just love that stuff. So yeah, man, Joey, congratulations on that. I had the white one and I sold it a while back to this guy named Tim that comes in here a lot. And so congratulations on that thing. Oh, bad jokes are the best kind.
Ain't got no license yet, man.
No, I'm still closed. Yeah, I have greenbacks, but I bought them last week. That's true. It's all the way in the back. That's okay. Rock Daddy bought some of my greenbacks. Moose steaks, man, we're talking about Canada now. New York accent. Yeah. Deathlock. Death clock. Is it clock or lock? Death clock. Yeah. They make great guitars. Okay, we got a question here, it looks like. How come the lack of Sawtooth guitar reviews on YouTube? It seems like a great bang for the buck, but not enough info on them hands on to pull the trigger. Well, here's what I'm thinking about Sawtooth. Now that Beato guy, no, not Beato, what's his name? Michelangelo Badio. That's how you pronounce his name. He's the super shredder guy that played both hands, the double neck where he could play it with both hands. I think I think that he probably works with Sawtooth because most of the videos that I see out there is with Michelangelo Beato. Rico knows if I'm pronouncing that guy's name right. But that dude's a really cool guy. And he does a lot of, go on his channel, and he's talking about Sawtooth guitars all the time, and he plays them all the time. I think he's affiliated with that company in one way or another. And I have a saw. Let me show you a sawtooth guitar that I have because I have a couple of them down here. Hold on. Jane, how you doing? I've been working on Am I Evil? But I can probably fake it up to about the guitar solo. I didn't realize that was a 7.5 minute song. I can fake it until we hit to the guitar solo, and then I'm kind of lost. All right, so we're going to talk about sawtooth guitars for a second. Okay, now you can go on. Let me get rid of this so we can see the guitar. Now you can go on different, you can go on Amazon and search for sawtooth. And they make, these Strat copies. But these babies are like $150 or something. And so they're very inexpensive. But the one thing that I will say, I like that the headstock's painted the same color. I mean, for a very cheap made in China or Indonesian guitar, I think they're great guitars. And for the price, I think they're great guitars. And this is the cheapest model that they have right here. And but the best thing about them is you've got this unfinished neck, and straight from the factory, these fret ends feel awesome. So, McKnight's putting on the little booty and he runs his hands down there. This would pass that test. So straight from the factory for whatever it is, $150 or so. They're nice beginning guitars. And so I have no complaints about them. And then they make higher end versions from there. But if you decided to go ahead and get one, I don't think you'll be upset with your purchase. I don't know if you'll regret it. I think overall they're a good buy. But the best place I think to find them on YouTube is the Michelangelo Beato YouTube channel. So I'm telling my audience that hey, we got 30 guys watching. Thank you so much. Here's the coolest thing that has happened to me in a long time is, I've been writing music. We've been recording songs. I've done this stuff for a long, long time. And now I have a song that I co-wrote, and it's going to be on the Mayans TV show on 420. So believe it or not, I am going to have a song. I'm playing bass guitar on it. You can hear my background vocals, and we are going to be on the Mayans TV show on FX. It's a motorcycle show spin-off of Sons of Anarchy. It's called the Mayans. It's about a motorcycle gang, and they have a clubhouse. And on Tuesday, and the date's going to be 420, so it's coming up here just in another 13 or 14 days. And it's on a Tuesday night, and our music is going to be played in the background. And I don't think it's going to bring people to our gigs. The next time we play a bar gig across the street, I don't think a whole bunch of people are going to come in and say, "Oh, we heard your song on the Mayans." But it's just kind of fun to have it. And rumor is 8 million people watch that show every week. So we have a chance. I mean, it's going to happen. It's already been edited into the footage. It's recorded. It's set. It is set in stone. That song is going to be played on the Mayans TV show. And we get about 2 minutes of the song, which is a lot. And there's going to be a bar fight going on in the background. So it's going to be tons of fun. Robert says hi to you, Jane. Robert. There you guys go. You can message Joey if you're interested in a Marcus Henderson Epi Explorer, Apparition Epi Explorer. My score of the month 2 weeks ago was an '03 or an '05 Carvin Custom Shop Ultra V with DiMarzios. Trying to talk to Kiesel to narrow down the serial number. I've heard that there's some challenging times trying to get serial numbers and trying to get stuff from Kiesel. Some of the old Carvin stuff they didn't keep really good records of. You might have your hands full trying to figure out from the serial number what exactly that is as far as year. But so good luck with that. Okay. I got one here right here. Let's look at this question right here. Wait, where'd it go? Hold on, something. I got a good question. Okay, here we go. Okay, Mega Todd 707. What are your thoughts on the Spark practice amp? Is it any good? Okay. I don't own a Spark practice amp, but a guy about a year ago brought one into the shop, and I sat it right here on my desk, and I sat and I played through it, and I thought it was great. You point it right at you so you can hear it. You have your phone, and I'm not really a phone app kind of guy, computer illiterate usually. I'm not too much into technology and the latest, phone apps and stuff. But it seemed really neat where you can hit all these different delays and it just pops right into the amp. And so I enjoyed it. And it doesn't really like have an open back uh, bluesy sound to it. You got to kind of set right in front of it. But here's what I will say about a Spark amp. My guitar player has brought in one to practice. And we just come out of the amp, the headphone jack, I'm presuming, and we go right into the PA system. Okay, so it doesn't have, it's the slash sound is really cool. She's got a slash sound in it that sounds great. Now there's some good tones that come out of it and it sounds heavy and everything, but there isn't a foot switch where she can go from a clean channel to the dirty channel. So she would have to actually reach down and do little adjustments right there. And the other thing that I noticed is that if she has to kind of clean up her tone for a quiet part of the song or something, she turns her volume down and it doesn't clean the tone of the amp up. So you got that tone coming out of there, regardless of where your volume on your guitar is set. So for practice, it worked, but it was kind of annoying because the tone was just if she's in a dirty channel and she had a quiet part where she wanted to clean up her tone a little for a quiet part, it doesn't do that. And there's no foot switch, so you have to press buttons on your phone while you're playing to go to something, and that's, I believe it works that way. So anyhow, that's what I think about the Spark. It's a great little amp, fun to practice with, but if you're taking it to band rehearsal, it's kind of it doesn't really work too great for that. There you go. I could be way wrong about that, but that's just my first thoughts. And then I had to ask her to turn the bass down because as a bass player, I'm playing and the tones coming out of the PA had so much chunky, cool bass tones about it that it was kind of washing out my bass playing. So I asked her to dial the bass all the way down, and she did that, and it sounded better. But that's kind of my thoughts on the Spark amp. Yeah, so I think the way she hooks hers up is she goes from the headphone jack out. It's not really designed to go live, huh? Yeah. Jeez. Look at this old thing. So you guys might know I was on the Chapman kick for a long time where I had a lot of Chapmans. Now I've been kind of looking at a lot of the older BC Rich stuff. NJ Series BC Rich. And kind of a cool guitar. It had a custom paint job on it. So this is kind of fun. And there's still, some of them are still sort of affordable. Oh, guys, I got my stimulus check, right? Mine came on a card. Zimmy got the stimmy. That's what I keep telling people. Zimmy got the stimmy. And so what's a guy supposed to do when you get your stimulus check? What's the average guitar player want to do? He wants to buy a guitar. I already have a whole store full of guitars here. You guys could go back and look at my store video that I made if you want to, but oh, I'm sorry, I got a customer in there. You might not want to be on this. But here's my kind of what my camera's showing us right now. I've got a lot of guitars, but when you get your stimulus check, what do you want to do with your stimmy money? Other than I bought a brand new pair of Vans. I got the red ones. But other than that, you want to go buy a guitar. So I've been looking on Reverb a little bit today and yesterday. Yeah, James got a good idea right here. He says, buy cocaine. That'd be the way to go right there. Am I a fan of Eric Johnson? Yeah, you know what? I'm a fan of all guitar players. I think yeah, you know what? He's very listenable. He's not one of my favorites in the world. I like hit songs. I like bands that have lead singers. You know, I like 80s party music. I like 80s thrash music. And I like the Eric Johnsons and I like the Joe Satriani's and I love hearing lead guitar. Um, his tone is he's got a good tone, but it's not bright and crisp enough and heavy enough for me. Just but he's got a beautiful tone, and I don't want to say anything negative about the guy, but he's not one of my favorites. If he had a good lead singer, if Jeff Scott Soto or somebody was in his band, right? Then it'd be a little bit different. But I admire him for his guitar playing. I admire guitar players, and if they've got skill and talent, I admire those people. Okay, Joey says, I bought 2 PV Invictive MH with mine, gave the rest to my wife. Okay. Giving his wife stuff, that's always good. Guys, hold on just a second, okay? You want to plug that in? Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
That's all right. Hold on, guys.
You know what this is? Might know that.
I had it refinished because it had a big chip. Hey, Sherry, I'm kind of busy.
Can you bring some hamburger buns and some bread home? Lunch.
I'll try to.
Do you want to eat dinner? I'm trying to get my medicine, and I moved, like in a hole. Now I have to call a different pharmacist, and all kinds of stupid stuff with my stupid.
Go ahead, Brent. Make as much noise as you want.
But if I die, who's the hell gonna harass the hell out of you? You wouldn't have lived without me.
All right, guys, I am back.
Are you on TV? Are you like this video?
No. All right. So sorry about that, guys. Well, I got 41 people watching. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right.
Okay, honey.
Yeah, nice Vans. Huh? I got some new Vans. Oh, well, here's a question, I think. Do you like Susie and the Banshees? Also, do you have any Yamaha SGs? Well, you know what? Robert Smith, okay, back about 20 years ago, I actually had a band and we were called Fascination Street, and we were a tribute to The Cure. And I actually played the Robert Smith part where I put the big black wig on and the guy liner and everything. And it was a blast.
There's no such thing as guy liner. It's
Bye,
all
Sherry. Bye, honey.
Bye.
And I know that Robert Smith did an album with Susie and the Banshees, and I believe it was called The Glove. And I had that on vinyl. And so I do sort of enjoy Susie and the Banshees a little bit. I know she had a cool cover tune of shoot, I'm going to mess it up what that cover tune was, but it was pretty cool. You know, wasn't my favorite of all time, but it was pretty cool. Yamaha SGs. Do I have any Yamaha SGs? No, I don't. I have an LTD SG over there. SGs don't get traded in very often. You know, I'm at the mercy of what gets traded in down here, so I don't get too many super high-end guitars. You know, I get a few Gibsons and stuff. Guys don't trade in their Martins and stuff like that. Hey, man, how you doing?
Yeah, how are you?
Good.
You doing the mask thing or do you mind?
It's that's your call.
Okay, cool.
If you want to wear it, you definitely can. All right, guys. So I got a customer just walked in. I got a couple of people in here, so I'm gonna cut out early today. Thank you guys for watching. 44 people watching. Thank you guys so much. It's incredible that you guys listen to anything that comes out of my mouth. And I really appreciate you guys for watching. And everybody have a great day. And I got my microphone hooked up, and so maybe I'll start to do more live streams every once in a while. Wednesdays when it's slow in here, you know. Thank you guys so much. Everybody have a great day.